This afternoon, two county hurling finals taking place. The minor final here, firstly, between Killenaule and Thurles Sarsfields. The Killenaule team in goals is Jerry Kennedy. The full back line is David Shelley, Martin Shelley and Michael O'Connor. And the half back line, Stephen Healy, Joe Caesar, the captain, and Keith Kennedy. The midfield is Tony Doyle and Jimmy Hayes. And the half forward line is Dara Blake, Michael Farrell and Martin Hayes. The full forward line, Jonathan Gleeson, and at full forward is Pat Kerwick, and the left corner forward, Philip Webster. O'Dwyer, Tom Hayes and Pat Cleary, the backroom team, and the subs on the Killenaule team, Simon McMenamin, Richard Marr, Brendan Fanning, Niall Berry, Johnny Grace, Brendan Bergen, Vinnie Hannigan, Aidan Walsh, David Maguire, Brian Hanrahan, Mark Bannon, Stephen Brennan, Jonathan O'Dwyer. The Thurles Sarsfields team in goals is Patrick McCormack. The full back line is Willie Collins, the full back Tom Callahan, and the left corner back is Sean Dwyer. The half back line Barry Dwyer, full back Tony Connolly, the captain of the team, and Lee Shanahan, left half back. In the centre of the field is Peter Graydon and John Lillis. The half forward line is Owen Costello, Aidan Dundon at centre half forward, and Eamon Toohey. The full forward line, David Dwyer, Liam Hickey and Tony Root. Tony Root and Patrick McCormack, of course. Substitutes on the sub-goalkeeper is Patrick McCormack on the senior Thurles Sarsfield side, which will play later this afternoon against Tumavara. And the subs on the Thurles Sarsfield side, James O'Riordan, Connor Lyons, Eamon Gleeson, Tristan O'Gorman, Philip Hayes, Paul Dwyer Darcy, Matt Ryan, Paddy Duggan, David Kennedy and James Kennedy. The manager Dennis Marr, and the selectors Johnny Enright, Sean Ryan and Lenny Phillips. And the teams in the centre of the field, a very strong breeze here in Semple Stadium again this afternoon. Looks as if it could be blowing across field instead of going on either advantage. Looking at the flag, the Irish flag behind the town end of Thurles, breeze seems to be swirling around high up there, but certainly when you're down lower on the field it could make a different situation. Minor game almost set to get underway, and what a game it should be between Thurles Sarsfields and Killenaule. A wonderful match and prospect between these two sides, and certainly these two teams are going to be up again it now, battling out for the county crown. And just looking in the centre of the field there, both teams getting ready to start and get this game underway. And the referee for today's game, looking inside, the referee is John Collins from Tipperary. He's in the centre of the field, ready to get underway. It's nearly almost 2 o'clock, and game set to start at 2 o'clock. Last week we had a few delays, as the man would say, here before the game started. Just looking down now, everything seems to be underway. Referee is looking at the watch, the cheer from the huge crowd that's expected here in Semple Stadium this afternoon. And the game is on, and the game starting at Killenaule, attacking first in the centre of the field. In there is Thurles Sarsfields trying to get it away, defending. Killenaule come forward in the red and the orange jersey, pulled in a good ball into the corner, in towards the centre half forward, going on to get this ball. And here goes to the Michael Farrell trying to get the ball up. Scrappy stuff right now, hard pulling by the captain of the Thurles team, Tony Connolly. Ball goes behind to the full back, Tom Callahan. Tom's puck is blocked and it comes off a Killenaule man. It's going to be a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields. A line ball to the Sarsfields, and it's going to be a line ball between the 14-yard line and the 21-yard line. It's taken the good cut, dropping it out to the outside the 50-yard line, and a foul on the captain of the Thurles Sarsfield side, and that was Tony Connolly. And Tony getting a little over anxious there in the opening moments. A free to Thurles Sarsfields outside the 50-yard line, taking a good free by John Lillis, dropping it further down the field. Killenaule get the ball with the centre half back Joe Caesar, sending the ball to the 70-yard line, out to the 70-yard line. A good pick up this time by Jimmy Hayes. Jimmy has it, Jimmy turns, he's blocked there by the captain Tony Connolly. Ball pulled further down to the 70-yard line, and a foul again by the half forward there, Martin Hayes, on the Thurles midfielder, and it's going to be a free out to Thurles Sarsfields right in the centre of the field. So it's going to be a free on the far side of the field. The wind seems to be with Thurles Sarsfields in the opening minutes, and the free all getting ready to take it on the far side is the midfielder. Ball is on its way, a good high long ball dropping to the left of the goal and out over the line and wide, and it's a wide there for Thurles Sarsfields. And looking down now, the Killenaule goalkeeper, that's Jerry Kennedy, getting ready to take the puck out. This puck out coming from Jerry Kennedy, coming up to the ball, sending the ball long and sending it to the centre of the field. Hands go up, a wonderful take in the centre of the field, taken away this time. Out there it looks as if it's the midfielder, and that's Tony Doyle on his way to the 50-yard line. The pass inside, a scoring chance, and the ball is hit well, and the ball has gone over the bar. The first point of the game, and the ball has gone over by Martin Hayes, the left half forward for Killenaule. 1 point to Killenaule, no score as yet to Thurles Sarsfields, and we've got 2 minutes of the first half gone. The puck out to come from Patrick McCormack, sending the ball to the centre of the field. Hurleys go up, then the ball is broken behind, in going, trying to get it his own Costello, leaving the ball behind. A foul by the Thurles centre half forward there, Aidan Dundon, and it's going to be a free out to Killenaule, and out just inside their own 70-yard line. Ball gone a little bit too far back for the free to be taken, and the ball will be taken, I'm sure, the free going to be taken by the midfielder. Tony Doyle is waiting for the sliotar just inside the 70-yard line. A huge day for Thurles Sarsfields. They're in the senior county final, and how they'd love to win the minor county final also. It'll be taken in the centre of the field by Tony Doyle, and Tony Doyle told to go back between the 50 and the 70, closer to the 70-yard line, and he'll get ready now to rise the ball and send it toward the goal. Killenaule in, the Thurles rising the sliotar, moves to the 70-yard line, gives it his all, dropping it short of the 21-yard line. Hurleys go up, ball is broken down again. A chance on here, the ball is pulled on. Great blocking, great defending. Picked up this time by Willie Collins. Collins' puck comes to the 70, short of the 70, neatly picked up to the 50-yard line. They come to the 70 now, and away go Thurles Sarsfields. They're on a real good surge with the midfielder, and that's John Lillis. John Lillis gets the ball out to the half-forward line. Owen Costello going forward. He's dispossessed, and no, he keeps going forward. Hurling not else is the referee, and the captain comes in, Joe Caesar comes in, the ball gets across, there's a chance of a goal, and the ball is broken down, comes to the goalkeeper is Jerry Kennedy. Jerry Kennedy is sending the ball. Jerry Kennedy sends the ball to the middle of the field. Out there is Thurles Sarsfields attacking again with the midfielder. It's picked up by the midfielder John Lillis. John Lillis dropping the ball further down again. The ball comes away. Killenaule come to the 50-yard line and striking the ball into the centre of the field. Two Thurles men go for the one ball. One calls, it's left behind to Tony Connolly. Connolly is beaten this time. Ball comes behind, and the ball picked up again by the midfielder who's playing well is Tony Doyle. Doyle drops it towards the full forward Pat Kerwick. Kerwick is beaten by the fullback Tom Callahan, and Callahan comes away short of the 50-yard line, dropping it out to the 70-yard line. Ball will fall behind to Aidan Dundon. Dundon will go back, rise the ball, pulls along the ground, sends it in. A good nice turn by the corner forward Tony Root. Tony is beaten, the ball goes behind the 50-yard line, picked up back there by Michael O'Connor, dropping the ball inside short of the 50-yard line, kept in by Killenaule going attacking, but well picked up by Thurles Sarsfields. Well, the man, was he barging? Referee says no. He said the Killenaule man didn't keep out of his way, and it's going to be a free, and the free will be taken on the far side of the field. A good ball dropping again towards Tony Root. Hand goes up, a good catch by Tony Root. Goes to the 21-yard line. The shot from Tony Root. The shot has gone over, very good shot by Tony Root, and the ball has gone over the bar. And the sides are level. It's an interesting game. We've had 4 minutes of the first half, and it's 1 point to Thurles Sarsfields, 1 point to Killenaule. Interesting times ahead. A wonderful day, a beautiful day here in Semple Stadium. Thurles for hurling. Ball poked out again by the Killenaule goalkeeper Jerry Kennedy. Out to Aidan Dundon from a long way out the field, and the ball has gone over the bar. A good score by the centre half forward. Possession broken down in the middle of the field. Aidan Dundon picked the ball up and turned sweetly outside the 50-yard line and put the ball over the bar. Looks as if Thurles have the breeze. The cornerback is there, Michael O'Connor, sending the puck to the 70-yard line. Hurleys go up, this possession is lost again. Now coming to meet it this time. He's aiming Toohey has it. He's on the newsstand side of the field, dropping the ball in. It'll bounce before reaching the 21. Neatly caught inside by the full forward Liam Hickey. Liam Hickey goes on to the 14, out on the sideline, sending a very poor ball. Liam Hickey and hitting it to the out over the line to the left and wide. Two wides to Thurles Sarsfields so far. No wide as yet to Killenaule, and the scoreboard reads 2 to Thurles Sarsfields, 1 point to Killenaule. Ball sent out again to the 70-yard line. Ball broken down, picked up again. Ball is on its way. Ball is pulled back again in the centre of the field. Killenaule trying to rise the ball up, have the ball up, losing it again to the captain of the Tony Connolly. Connolly switching the play to Tony Root side of the field. Well defended back there this time by David Shelley. Shelley lets it behind him. It's picked up back there now, this time by the halfback, and the halfback is blocked this time again. Good play by Thurles Sarsfields, battling for everything. Tony Root trying to go in and win possession. Ball left behind. Referee blows the whistle, and he receives the sliotar, and it's going to be a throw between two players on the 21-yard line, and he's getting ready now to throw the ball in. Ball has gone in, pulling his hard, picked up again by Tony Root. Well, it looks as if Tony Root took a little bit too much out of the ball that time, and the referee said it's going to be a free out to Killenaule. And now coming to take it, looks as if it's the fullback on the team, Martin Shelley, on the 21-yard line. Comes up, rising the slitter, sending it on its way really high, and it'll drop on the 70-yard line. Bunches of players coming forward. Comes off the hand of Dara Blake as he goes forward. Dara Blake dropping it in, a dangerous ball. 2-on-1 here. Ball is broken behind. On to meet it was the full forward. It has to be. Is it going to be a penalty? Look, referee, no indication as yet. It could be just a 21-yard free. And the Killenaule men have a chance here. The free will be taken by Pat Kerwick. And placing the ball on the 21-yard line. Getting ready now, Pat Kerwick, to take this free. And having a look at the post. Breeze in his face. Looking, the referee blows the whistle. The rise by Pat Kerwick. The strike, and the ball has gone over the bar. The sides are level at 2 points apiece. Martin Hayes first to put on the scoreboard for Killenaule. And then a point from Tony Root, and then Aidan Dundon put Thurles in front, and now Pat Kerwick has leveled things once more in this minor A hurling final here in Semple Stadium, Thurles. The ball sent on the far side of the field again. Hands go up, the midfielder trying to get it, and that was Peter Graydon. Graydon comes off the hand of Peter, and well, it seems they've come off a Killenaule man. It's a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields and to Eamon Toohey outside the Killenaule 70-yard line. Placing the ball in maybe 1 yard, coming up to it, sending a low ball and sending it to Tony Root. Tony Root comes out, grabs it, has it between the 21 and the 50-yard line, goes to the 21-yard line. The shot from Tony Root is gone across the goal and gone over the bar by Tony Root. And that's another fantastic score from the man who's a sub on the senior team this afternoon. Well, what a wonderful achievement it is to play in a minor final early on in the afternoon and to be a sub on the senior team later in the afternoon at 3:30 here in Semple Stadium. The puck out to come. It's on its way by Michael O'Connor, dropping to the 70-yard line. Ball is pucked up again. It's caught this time by Thurles Sarsfields. They do look the stronger as Peter Graydon sends the ball across again to Tony Root, and Tony Root is fouled from behind by the cornerback who's going to be spoken to, Michael O'Connor. Michael O'Connor is being told by the referee, you chopped across Tony Root, and he says your name has to go into the book. I wouldn't think he'll receive a yellow card, but it'll be just a tick in the book and he'll get noted for it, and it's a free in to Thurles Sarsfields right in front of the goal, between the 21-yard line and the 50-yard line. It's going to be taken by Owen Costello. Owen Costello moving up to the ball now, placing the ball, referee telling him exactly where to take it as Tony Root makes his way to the 21-yard line and goes back in to mark Michael O'Connor. The rise, the strike, and the ball is gone over the bar again by Owen Costello from a free. Now Thurles Sarsfields are really opening up a lead, 4 points at the moment, 2-2, and we have over just nearly 9 minutes gone in this first half, and the ball poked out again by the Killenaule goalkeeper Jerry Kennedy to the centre of the field. The ball broken down again. In there battling hard is Barry Dwyer, trying to get it up, and so too Killenaule trying to get it away, unable to get it forward. There goes Barry Dwyer again, left behind this time now to Keith Kennedy. Keith Kennedy has it, and Kennedy is dispossessed by the midfielder Peter Graydon, and Graydon over carries the ball, says the referee, and it's going to be a free to Killenaule, and the free will be taken by Tony Doyle, a yard outside his own 7th-yard line, or maybe 2, and Tony standing over the slitter and people running for the quick one inside, and Tony not deciding it to hit the ball quick, taking his time, rising the slitter, hitting it high, and it looks as if it was dropping on the 14-yard line. Hurleys go up, broken down again brilliantly by the full back line. Out it comes outside the 21-yard line. It goes outside. It'll be picked up by the centre half forward Michael Farrell. Michael Farrell going across. He comes out to the 50-yard line, trying to get the shooting space for himself. Good work by Michael Farrell. Has the ball. The hand pass goes back, dispossessed again. Foolish play now by Killenaule as Thurles Sarsfields come away with the ball. A spirited performance by the mid-champions. They come forward, have the ball in the hand, turn back to the 50-yard line, and the ball is dropping inside the 50. Gone out over the line, says the linesman. No, he doesn't. He ruled. David Dwyer on the 14-yard line. He's hooked as he goes forward. The goalkeeper comes out. A great piece of goalkeeping by the young man Jerry Kennedy, sending the ball out. It should be a clean catch by Tony Doyle. Doyle's shot is blocked, unable to get possession into the forward line again. The midfielder Thurles, Peter Graydon and John Lillis are hurling well, and that was hurled in by John Lillis to the half forward Owen Costello. Blocking is good. The ball into the hand of Owen Costello again. It's picked up. He's on his way to the 21-yard line. He's been chased by the wing back Keith Kennedy. He turns outside. He hand passes the ball to Aidan Dundon. Dundon with the shot, and the ball has gone wide. wide there by Thurles Sarsfields, but again wonderful drafting in the centre of the field by Peter Graydon and John Lillis to make the possession for Owen Costello, and then Owen passed the ball to Aidan Dundon, and Dundon had the shot which went to the left of the goal and out over the line and wide. 3 wides to Thurles Sarsfields. The scoreboard says 4-2. They're ahead by 2. Nothing in this game. Tried to be picked by Tony Connolly, the captain, 50 yards from the goal. He gets his shot, dropping it to the 50, only to the hand of that Tony, only to the hand there of the cornerback back there, and that was Willie Collins. Willie drops it onto the 50, and Aidan Dundon on the ground is taken away from him by Tony Connolly. Tony Connolly sends the play down further down the field towards Martin Hayes. Hayes pulls in the ball. Ball is on the 70-yard line, picked up this time by Tony Doyle. Doyle dropping it in, and the ball is dropping out over the line and wide. A wide there for Killenaule. And the Thurles Sarsfields goalkeeper now, Patrick McCormick, will get ready to take another puck out, getting ready now on the behind the goal, moving up to it. He'll get ready to take this puck out for Thurles Sarsfields once more, moving out to the edge of the small square, going outside it and sending the ball long. A good ball again, dropping to the 70-yard line, and the ball is picked up back there, pulled again. Thurles Sarsfields going forward with Aidan Dundon. The shot is veering to the left again, and very, very wide there again by Aidan Dundon. Very hard, seems to be judging it. The breeze probably with Thurles Sarsfields looking down on the field at this first half, but it's 4-2, nothing in it as the cornerback gets ready. Killenaule cornerback Michael O'Dwyer gets ready to take the puck out. He has pucked it out, the cornerback sending it to the centre of the field. Hands go up, it'll break down again. It'll be picked up by the midfielder there, and that's Tony Doyle moving forward in the centre of the field, pucking the ball towards the 21-yard line, a push in the back by the Killenaule full forward, and it's going to be a free out to Thurles Sarsfields, and the goalkeeper making his way out, Patrick McCormick, out to the 21-yard line, looking for the slitter, hasn't got the slitter, now receiving it, and he'll be taking the 21-yard, or taking this free for Thurles Sarsfields when play will resume. Has received the slitter now, he's outside, well outside the 21-yard line, between the 21-yard line and the 50. They're ahead by 2 points, and they're attacking again with Patrick McCormick with this free, rising the ball, sending it, dropping it towards Tony Root, goes over the head of the halfback, and Tony Root comes to the 50-yard line, claims it, sends the ball across, finds a loose man, and that's Owen Costello. Costello has it 25 yards out, and the shot has gone over the bar again by Owen Costello. It's a really good performance so far by this Thurles Sarsfield side, and Killenaule are finding it hard to cope with the huge talent surrounding this Thurles team, the likes of Peter Graydon, as I said, and John Lillis and Aidan Dundon, Eamon Toohey and Owen Costello on the half-forward line, all hurling extremely well right now. Ball pulled out again, pucked out by the goalkeeper, dropping it to the 70-yard line. Killenaule finding it hard to do the simple things right, picked up by Martin Hayes, and Martin Hayes is fouled. Thurles not allowing Killenaule to make any movements in running forward. The ball back out again. It's going to be a free. It'll be taken by the midfielder Tony Doyle. Tony Doyle now getting ready to take this free. He's just outside the Thurles Sarsfield 70-yard line, and Tony Doyle standing over the ball, having a look at the post, bending down, crouching over the slitter, rising the slitter, striking the slitter, and the ball is on its way. Dropping in a dangerous ball, broken down, and the ball is inside there. It's pulled on by the cornerback over there, and that's David Shelley trying to get the way, but Willie Collins trying to get it away. Ball comes back out again. It's picked up by the centre half back, the captain Tony Connolly, who sends the ball to the middle of the field, and out comes the wing back over there on the far side with Stephen Healy. Healy lets the ball fly in again to the forward line, and it's pulled on by the wing back there, and that was Lee Shanahan pulling on the ball very hard and getting it out over the line, and it's going to be a line ball on the far side of the field to Killenaule, and it looks as if the centre half forward Michael Farrell is going to be the taker, quickly taken back as far as the midfielder Tony Doyle, and Tony Doyle sends the ball over the bar from play. A good point again from Killenaule, and certainly it has the makings of a really good minor final. It's now 5 points to Thurles Sarsfields, 3 points to Killenaule, just 2 points between the teams, as Patrick McCormick comes outside the small square, this time sending it in, sending it only to the hand of John Doyle, and Tony Doyle sending it further down inside to the full forward, who goes for Pat Kerwick, taken away from him and put back out over the line again. Now the Killenaule team seem to be putting pressure on the Thurles full back line, and the ball is going to be a line ball on the far side of the field, and looking as if it's going to be Tony Doyle who's going to go and take it himself, and Peter Graydon taking no chances on what happened just moments ago with the line ball. He's following it all the way over. The line ball so for Tony Doyle, and Killenaule getting ready now to take this line ball, a good cut, dropping it across, and the ball well caught inside, and the turn, the strike, and the ball has gone over the bar. That's a very good score by the corner forward, and that is Jonathan Gleeson, and another good score. And now there's just 1 point between the teams. Thurles Sarsfields 5, Killenaule 4, and just one between them. And Thurles dominance in this first quarter of an hour or so in this game certainly is being reeled in by this Killenaule side, as Patrick McCormack sends the ball out again, comes off the hurley of the midfielder out there, Jimmy Hayes, and it's going to be a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields and John Lillis. He's outside the Killenaule 70-yard line, getting ready to send this ball, I'm sure, is to maybe Owen Costello standing nearby, could be going to Owen, but a wonderful cut, sending the play where, well, Tony Root should have been over there in that corner, and back defending is the corner forward, Philip Webster, comes out and sends a wonderful ball dropping towards the 50-yard line, comes out, gets the flick back, and the ball is there again. Thurles trying to get it out, Killenaule in there, ruffling, and it's picked up back there by the corner back, and that's Sean Dwyer trying to get it away. And Killenaule, Thurles come away again, dropping the ball further down inside the 50-yard line, and oncoming flying to it is Aidan Dundon. Aidan has it, doesn't get it the first time, gets it the second time, turns across the goal, a dangerous ball, sending it down, and well defended by Killenaule again as they come away to the 50-yard line. It's nipped away from the half-back Keith Kennedy, but it's picked up on the midfielder, and that Jimmy Hayes trying to get the ball out, but only as far as the Thurles Sarsfields man breaking it in towards the full forward. A chance here, running onto it well there was the corner forward, and that was David Dwyer. Ball broken down again, ball trying to be clear back there by the cornerback Michael O'Connor, getting it out, getting it only out as far as Tony Root, whose puck is blocked, and this is good hurling right now. The ball as far as Stephen Healy goes after it, leaves it behind him, comes forward again, meets the ball, and over there battling Hartford. It's picked up this time by Peter Graydon, and Graydon's shot is dropping. It's going to be a free out for some wild pulling there by Tony Root, and a free out to the centre half back and the captain of the Killenaule team, Joe Caesar. Joe getting ready to go and retrieve the sliotar and walking back to the spot where the free was committed, and it's going to be a free out now to Killenaule and the centre half back, Joe Caesar. Coming up to it now, Joe rising the sliotar, sending it on its way. A good ball by Joe Caesar, dropping it inside the 50-yard line. Up goes the hurl of the wing back, Lee Shanahan back there, but Killenaule come attacking again. And good picked up, well picked up by Jonathan Gleeson. Gleeson sending the ball further down. Good play by Tom Callahan. Tom was trying to get it up back there, and Thurles come away outside the 21-yard line. Well hurled away there again, dropping the ball down short of the 70-yard line. Neatly picked up by the captain of the team back there, and he's dispossessed by the midfielder, Tony Doyle. Tony Doyle pulling hard. It's picked up this time by Lee Shanahan. Shanahan has it 50 yards out, switching the play to this side of the field. Ball will be dropping between the wonderful catch by Owen Costello, 50 yards out from the goal, moving to the 21-yard line. He's on the 21-yard line, and he's dispossessed, and it's picked up by Killenaule as they come away. This is a good game of hurling. Killenaule hitting the ball along the line, and two Thurles men again, one Killenaule man. The Thurles man wins, sends the ball down inside the 50-yard line. It'll be picked up back there by Philip Webster. Webster will turn, and a good clearance by Philip Webster down along. A dangerous ball dropping on the line. It comes off the hand of the Thurles man, and it's going to be a line ball to Killenaule. Coming off there, the hand of Barry Dwyer, and this is going to be a line ball between the 50-yard line and the 70. Quickly taken, it very quickly down along the line, and it's lost again by Killenaule as the centre half back Tony Connolly comes, claims it, fetches it, and drives it down to the captain on the far side of the field, Joe Caesar. Caesar sets play, attacking again, well picked up by Killenaule, and this is Tony Doyle, 7 yards out from the goal, dropping it into the 14-yard line. Hands go up inside, and it's caught, it's broken down. Players pulling on it, trying to be picked up this time by Sean Dwyer, coming out with it, and the ball is picked up, and it's hit out over the line and wide by Killenaule. And on the wide scenes, they've got four wides, Thurles Sarsfields, Killenaule 2. The score now reads 5 points to Thurles Sarsfields, 4 points to Killenaule, and on the far side of the field it's Eamon Toohey who overcarries the ball, and just slowly but surely it looks as if Killenaule are grinding this Thurles Sarsfields team down very slowly, but are really hurling extremely well. And just looking across, a huge crowd building up for the big game here at 3:30 between Thurles Sarsfields and Toomevara in the county hurling senior final. The ball by Tony Doyle on the far side of the field, 70 yards out, sending the ball in, and the ball is caught near momentarily by the centre half back and he comes out again. The ball is cleared away by Thurles. A poor ball out over the head of John Doyle, might work out okay. Tony Doyle in the centre of the field, ball is broken down in again to the Thurles men, who come forward to the 50-yard line with Lee Shanahan, and Lee gets his clearance in, dropping to the centre half forward Aidan Dundon. Dundon has it outside the 50-yard line, showing his football skills. Ball driven across to Owen Costello, left behind Owen Costello and picked up there by John Lillis, dropping the ball further inside. Dangerous times now. Liam Hickey has it coming forward. Tony Root trying out to come out and claim the ball. Ball comes to the 50-yard line. A nice flick by Tony Root to Owen Costello. The shot from Owen Costello, and the ball is on its way over the bar. And Owen Costello has got 3 points right now for Thurles Sarsfields. 2 from play and 1 from a free. 1 point for Aidan Dundon and 2 points for the corner forward Tony Root. It's now 6 points to Thurles Sarsfields, 4 points to Killenaule, and a Killenaule player has gone to the ground outside the 50-yard line, and we've had nearly 23 minutes of this first half gone. 7 minutes of normal time to go to half time, and whatever the referee decides to play. Well, the Killenaule player outside the 50-yard line receiving attention, and a time now for players to take on some water and get advice from their coaches and mentors. But it's 6 points to Killenaule, 6 points to Thurles, 4 points to Killenaule, and really nothing in it. And John Collins, the referee from Tipperary, standing over the Killenaule player, who rises to his feet slowly, and he's able to continue. Yes, he's okay. Must have taken a knock outside the 50-yard line. He's okay again. And some fireworks being exploded here in Semple Stadium, and the players getting ready to get on with the action as Killenaule and Michael O'Connor get ready to take this puck out for Killenaule. Here he goes, Michael, sending the ball again to the centre of the field, and just beyond the 70-yard line. Hurls go up and the ball is broken down. Tony Doyle trying to win possession, goes behind Tony Doyle, picked up this time by Stephen Healy. Healy sending it further inside the 70-yard line. It's pulled on by the Thurles again, sending the ball to the dangerous man Owen Costello, moving to the 50-yard line. He's tackled now, this time by Keith Kennedy. His puck is blocked by Keith Kennedy. Great defending by Keith Kennedy. He's on his knees, picked up again, this time by Owen Costello, moving inside to the 21-yard line, on his way to the 14, turns out to the 21, and the shot is good, and the shot has gone over the bar once more by Owen Costello from play. 3 points now from play, 1 from a free. He's their top scorer with 2 for Tony Root and 1 from Aidan Dundon, bringing their total of points to 7 in this first half, in Killenaule's 4. The puck out on its way again by Michael O'Connor, sending it to the centre of the field. Ball is broken down. It's picked up this time by Jimmy Hayes. Jimmy sending it further down again, neatly picked up inside. A Killenaule man attacking well, coming out to the end line and trying to dance around the Thurles Sarsfields man, unable to do so. Finds the wing forward, and that's Dara Blake, who sends a high ball dropping inside. Ball is broken down and it's picked up at the corner forward, and a whizzing shot has gone out for a 70, and a wonderful save by Patrick McCormack in the Thurles goal, and the shot was saved there from the corner forward Jonathan Gleeson, who has already scored a point for this Killenaule team. And worry now as we look down on the Killenaule half back. It looks as if Keith Kennedy is in distress right now inside his own 70-yard line, and the full forward Pat Kerwick is going to take the 70 for Killenaule when play will resume, and the referee now making his way over to the injured party Keith Kennedy to see if he's okay, and maybe see will he be able to continue on in the game. Just 1 goal between the sides, 3 points, nothing in it, and a really good game of hurling. As we look at the clouds coming in over Semple Stadium, the big game is at 3:30, Thurles Sarsfields and Toomevara. Another wonderful day. Thurles Sarsfields, of course, having the saga with Capel White, drawing the first day and beating them very comprehensively last Sunday. Toomevara then, on the other hand, well, they're going to be under a lot of pressure this afternoon, especially with the win over Kickham's. Wasn't as impressive as many people would have thought it would have been, but that's all for later on in the afternoon, as Killenaule's Pat Kerwick rises the slitter, sending it on its way and sending it wide. A wide there by Pat Kerwick, and really they need to take every opportunity they get if they are to stay with this very strong and talented Thurles Sarsfields minor team. And the puck out now will be coming from the sub-goalkeeper on the senior team this afternoon, Patrick McCormack. The goalkeeper right now on the minor team, sending the play, sending it very near the line. Ball goes back again. Ball is there, trying to be taken away by Killenaule. Well picked up again by the centre fielder, Jimmy Hayes. Jimmy has it, the hand pass to Tony Doyle, and Tony Doyle outside the 70-yard line, pumping it forward again, and the ball broken inside. That certainly seems to be the real problem area for Killenaule, as the full-back carries the ball out over the line, Tom. Callahan, and shows a little frustration in doing so. So another 70 for the Killenaule men, and it looks as if the full forward again, Pat Kerwick, is going out to the 70-yard line to take this 70 for Killenaule. 7 points to 4. Scoreboard hasn't changed. 3 between the sides, and we've almost 27 minutes of this first half gone. Here goes the Killenaule full forward now. Pat Kerwick, Joe Dwyer and Tom Hayes down there marching up and down the sideline, and the ball is hit by Pat Kerwick. A good ball dropping in. Great catch by the goalkeeper Patrick McCormack. Comes to the edge of the small square, sends it to the 21-yard line, and it'll be picked up out there by the Lee Shanahan. Lee Shanahan dropping it further outside the 50. Killenaule coming battling hard into it again. Going forward now for Killenaule is the full forward, and that's Pat Kerwick. Kerwick is on his way to the 21-yard line. Not foul, but it's taken away by Lee Shanahan, and Lee Shanahan hurls a wonderful ball down. Tony Root not going to make this one. It'll be picked by the captain, Joe Caesar. Comes to the 70-yard line, opens up the shoulders and sends a huge ball dropping towards the end line. It's going to go all the way out and over the line and wide. Another wide there for Killenaule. 4 wides to Killenaule. 4 wides right now to Thurles Sarsfields. The ball poked out quickly as far as Patrick McCormack. McCormack having the ball in the hand, turning his puck as half block goes across, ricochets across the field. It's picked up by the Killenaule half back over there, and that's Stephen Healy. Dispossessed is Healy and is hit by Tony Root, dropping it further inside. Picked up back there by Michael O'Connor, the man taking the puck out today for the Killenaule team. The ball dropped out to the 70-yard line, picked up by Tony Doyle, and Tony Doyle sending the ball further down, only to the hand of the cornerback Willie Collins, and Willie's puck is blocked, picked up again. And here go Killenaule outside, just inside the 50-yard line. The ball is hit into the hands of the goalkeeper Patrick McCormack, who drops the ball out and finds one of his own men there, the centre half forward Aidan Dundon. Pumps the ball forward again, goes inside, picked up by the full back. He's on the ground, has the slitter in his hand, finds a man outside of him and doesn't win the possession. Goes back this time now as far as Owen Costello, picked up instead this time by David Dwyer. Dwyer will turn, he'll strike and he'll shoot, and he'll send it out to the left and out over the line and wide. So another wide there for Thurles Sarsfields. Well, the way the two teams are going, they've almost more wides than scores. It's 7 points to Thurles Sarsfields, 4 points to Killenaule. Ball pucked out again to the centre of the field. Tony Doyle, a strong player for Killenaule, comes to another strong player, Tony Root, who sends the player to this captain of the team, Joe Caesar, and Caesar hurling a lot of ball into the forward line. Results haven't come great so far, but this could be a chance, and away goes the corner forward towards the goal. The shot inside, a great save by the goalkeeper Paddy McCormack. McCormack rises it and sends it long to the 70-yard line. The ball is broken down. It's picked up again by Thurles Sarsfields. A free, says the referee, to Thurles Sarsfields for a foul by John Lillis, the midfielder, and instead it's Tony Doyle as the player has been spoken to by the referee, and the free is maybe just 2 yards inside their own 70-yard line. And here we go now with the free to Thurles Sarsfields. It's by the midfielder, and that's John Lillis. Strikes it on the 70, sending a huge ball, dropping in, dropping down dangerously. Killenaule, ball will break behind again. It'll come to Owen Costello. Costello feeds the ball out further out the field, and the ball has gone over the bar. Another great score by Thurles Sarsfields, and that, on that occasion so easily could have been a goal. It's now double scores, and the 8 points to Thurles Sarsfields, 4 points to Killenaule, and the puck out coming from the goalkeeper this time, Jerry Kennedy. Jerry getting ready to send this litter long and high and dropping it again to the 70-yard line. Hurleys go up, Thurles attacking. The ball is pulled in the path of Tony Doyle. Will go after it, he'll rise it. Tony has it, switching the play, dropping it in towards the full forward, who looks as if he's beaten by the full back there again, Tom Callahan. Ball is broken down, picked up by the corner forward, and that's Jonathan Gleeson, and Gleeson's shot has gone to the right and out over the line and wide again. 5 wides each for both teams in this first half, and well, we've almost 30 minutes of play gone in the first half, and it'll be at the discretion of the referee on how much time he'll play. We've just had 2 injuries to 2 Killenaule players, and a wonderful catch of the puck out by Eamon Toohey. Eamon sending the ball to the 50-yard line. The hand goes up again of Joe Caesar, the captain. Joe between the 50 and the 70, dropping it down inside the 50. It's caught back there by the cornerback, and that's Sean Dwyer. Dwyer coming out, sending the ball further down as far as Tony Root. Root has it 70 from his own goal. Neat hand pass back as far as the midfielder Peter Graydon, and not the greatest of ball by Peter, but a good ball, and he finds his man, and the ball is on its way this time, and it's gone wide this time, and that's Thurles Sarsfields 6 wide, and that ball was hit by David Dwyer, who was Thurles Sarsfields' last scorer, of course. 8 points to Thurles Sarsfields, 4 points to Killenaule, and the puck out coming this time from Michael O'Connor, the corner back, and the referee says that's all we've time for after 31 minutes and 33 seconds of play in this first half. So at half time it's Thurles Sarsfields 8 points, Killenaule 4. Well, the second half, well, it's going to get underway very shortly now. The Thurles Sarsfields team went in at the break. Killenaule decided to stay out, and the breeze has risen here, and the game almost ready to get underway this second half. The County Minor A hurling final is on, and Killenaule attacking with the half forward over there. Dara Blake sending the ball towards the centre half forward. Michael Farrell 50 yards out, and Michael has gone on a run. He's about to reach the 21-yard line. Has Michael goal written all over it on the 21, on the 14, tries to get the ball across, and the ball is back there. It's picked up by Barry Dwyer. Barry comes out inside the 14, sends it across, and it'll go out over the line. It's going to be a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields, says the linesman on the far side of the field, and it's going to be taken over there by John Lillis, and John is just inside his own 70-yard line. And here goes John getting ready to take the line ball. A huge crowd turning up here for these two county hurling finals today. Not the greatest of cuts by John, sending it towards the centre of the field and towards Eamon Toohey. Eamon rises it, his puck is blocked. Ball will come, and Tony Doyle goes up, tries to break the ball down, and players on the ground now, more players on the ground maybe than there is standing, as Tony Doyle goes through three, goes from one 70 to the other, makes his way to the 50, being chased there by Tony Connolly, as Tony, a shot has gone in, and it's gone safe, and the ball is broken down by the goalkeeper Patrick McCormack. Referee has blown the whistle. It's going to be a free out, but what a dangerous ball dropping in there by the midfielder Tony Doyle, because certainly it did look as if it took a swirling breeze in front of it and caught it and just put Patrick McCormack off his stride for a moment, and the free will be taken by the goalkeeper himself from the edge of the small square. Here he goes, rising the slitter, and it's on its way by the goalkeeper, sending it to the middle of the field again. Broken down, pulling his hard, and the ball will be picked up this time by John Lillis. John going forward, sending it towards the captain of the Killenaule team, Joe Caesar, and Joe sending it out over the line, and it'll be a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields, and John Lillis going forward and placing the ball between the two 70-yard lines, and it's going to be a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields. Here goes John Lillis now, moving back from this one, testing the spring and the hurl, and coming up to it. Here goes John, and sending a good ball towards, a good ball inside, broken down again. Killenaule lose the ball with the Aidan Dundon. Aidan Dundon's shot, and from here that looks to have gone, well, it looked to me it went wide, but I was a bit deceived here last Sunday also. So it's a point again for Aidan Dundon, the centre half forward. Another good score by Thurles Sarsfields, and the puck out already on its way from Michael O'Connor. 9-4-5 between the teams right now. The puck out to only is Aidan Dundon, turns outside the 50-yard line. It's high, it's long, and it's over the bar. And now Thurles Sarsfields and the huge Thurles Sarsfields following here in Semple Stadium, cheering on their young minors to a minor A county final. They'll be a title they'll be hoping for. Out again to Aidan Dundon, goes through his hand momentarily. Tony Dial is fouled after catching the ball between the 50 and the 70. Tony is very anxious to get on with it, and just looking up at the Killenaule full forward line, just a two-man full forward line it looks, and now they move in, and the ball is sent in by Tony Doyle, and sent a good ball dropping inside, and again the full back line wins it, and the ball comes out. It's picked up by the Killenaule centre half forward Michael Farrell, whose puck is blocked. He'll go retrieve it, comes across, he goes out over the line, and the linesman not putting up the flag. It's going to be a free in, and it's pulled on. Oh, no. Some off the ball incidents there between the cornerback Sean Dwyer. Sean having a little words to say with Dara Blake, and it's going to be a free in, and the free is to Killenaule. Who's going to take the free? We wait and see, as Sean Dwyer is doing some footwork there, retying the laces, and the free is around 7 yards in from the old stand side of the field, and Pat Kerwick, the full forward, standing over the slitter, getting ready to send the ball towards the town in the Thurles, and it's risen, it's on its way, and the ball has gone over the bar. A point for Pat Kerwick, the full forward, and a point for Pat Kerwick, the full forward, a good point, and the puck out to come once more now from Patrick McCormack. We've now 4.5 minutes of the second half gone, and great cheers all around for Killenaule and for Thurles Sarsfields. And here goes Paddy McCormick, the good goalkeeper. He's made good saves so far in the game. The ball poked out again. Hurleys go up, broken down while pulling, and no ball being met. It's picked up this time by the corner forward, and that's David Dwyer sending the ball towards the 50-yard line. Left behind, and it's picked up back there by Joe Caesar, and Joe is fouled. And it'll be a free out to Killenaule. The ball goes further back, hit back there kindly by Owen Costello behind the 50, and he's giving out about Joe Caesar to the referee. And well, Joe, I don't think has done anything wrong, but Owen has his own opinion on that, and he's moved it outside the 50-yard line. The captain, Joe Caesar, 9-10 points to Sarsfields, 5 points to Killenaule. Ball sent forward again, ball is left behind. Here go Killenaule, pull on the ball first time, dropping the ball in, a dangerous ball, could be a chance inside here. Ball goes behind, and that's Willie Collins. Willie leaves it behind to Sean Dwyer. Dwyer pulls along the ground, sends it out towards the line. It goes out over the line. It's going to be a line ball to Killenaule, and will the corner forward, Philip Webster. Well, Philip getting ready, and Tony Doyle is going across to say, leave it alone, I'll come and take this line ball. Tony receives the sliotar, has the sliotar in the hand now, Tony, and placing the ball between the 50 and the 21-yard line. And well, he's near that 50-yard line before he'll strike this, and here he goes. Tony Doyle sending a good ball, a wonderful cut across, and very unlucky for Tony Doyle. It curled at that wrong moment and went out to the left and out over the line and wide. Here goes the goalkeeper now again, Patrick McCormick, getting ready to take the puck out for Thurles Sarsfields again, taking his time. Referee in the centre of the field blows the whistle, and play can resume. And 10 points to 5, double scores here in this minor A hurling final between Thurles Sarsfields and Killenaule. Aidan Dundon picks a good ball up again, sends a long ball dropping towards Tony Root. The goalkeeper wins it brilliantly, Jerry Kennedy, to the 21-yard line and outside it, and Jerry loses possession. Ball will come back. Oh, slow to pick it up there, but a foul for a hurley. It was high, says the referee. It's going to be a free out, and the free will be to Killenaule, and the watch says 6 minutes and 23 seconds of the second half gone. And I think the Thurles Sarsfields bench are looking a lot more relaxed down along the sideline. Ball is sent again to the 50-yard line from that free, broken down by the Thurles man. Neat play out as far as the midfielder, and that's a good ball as far as Peter Graydon, sending the ball to the 50 on the far side, picked up brilliantly again by Owen Costello, who's fouled outside the 50-yard line. And a little bit of retaliation going on there with Michael O'Connor and Owen Costello, and the referee is having words with him. He's not going to throw the ball for retaliation. No, says the referee. It's still the free to Thurles Sarsfields, and it'll be taken by Owen Costello. Here goes Owen, and just right on the 50-yard line, almost straight in front of the goal, taking a look at the post, down over the ball, rising it, striking it, sending it wide this time by the Thurles Sarsfields right half forward, and that's a wide. And that's I think that's 7 wides in total for Thurles Sarsfields compared to 6 wides for Killenaule. So very close on that account. Ball sent forward again, only into the Lee Shanahan. Lee rising the ball, coming forward to the 70-yard line, pucking a good ball, dropping it inside, and a good chance here now for David Dwyer. David moving forward, jersey being pulled, and the ball is struck over the bar. Referee doesn't have the whistle blown. It's going to be a free from the 21-yard line, and a player is going to be spoken to now by the referee. Is it the captain, Joe Caesar, who's getting spoken to? Joe is getting the warning from the referee, and Joe shaking his head and moving away to the 14. And is there water being carried to the referee? A slip of paper is going to the referee, and well, I didn't see anyone going on or going off. Well, some piece of paper went in, and the number 16 coming on the Thurles Sarsfield side, is it? We'll just wait and see. And it's for Killenaule who's coming on. It's Simon McMenamin is coming on, and the player making his way off into the dugout. A very disappointed man, turning around. He's taking his time going back in. The ball driven in there again, picked up by the backs. It's the half forward. Dara Blake has gone off, and Simon McMenamin is in. The ball is placed away again, and here goes Killenaule defending on the 50-yard line with David Shelley dropping the ball further down. Ball comes off the corner forward, Sean Dwyer's hurley out over the line for a line ball. We've got 9 minutes of this second half gone, and Tony Doyle is anxious to get on with it and take this line ball. Tony is a yard inside the Thurles Sarsfield 70-yard line, a yard maybe or so, and here goes Tony. Moving up to it now, Tony Doyle sending a wonderful ball again, dropping it to the full forward line, goes in and past them all, picked up by the goalkeeper Patrick McCormick, sending the attack short of the 50, out to Owen Costello. Costello will turn, his puck is blocked, he'll retrieve it and he'll come forward again, and he'll send the ball to the middle of the field, out to the centre half forward Aidan Dundon, who hurls it sweetly to the 21-yard line as far as Liam Hickey. Liam has it, Liam turns across the goal, across the 21, faces it across, only across as far as the half back there, Stephen Healy sending the ball out further. Referee blows the whistle and the Killenaule player has gone to the ground injured. Looks as if it's Keith Kennedy. Maybe Keith has gone down injured. Well, looking in there, it's centre half forward. It looks as if it's Michael Farrell who's gone to the ground injured on this occasion. And just looking across the stand, huge crowds here have come to see this county hurling final, the senior game, of course. Thurles Sarsfields and Tumavara, Mid versus North, and Killenaule, of course, the North champions, I guess, versus the Mid champions here this afternoon in this minor one. Well, play all ready to resume again now as the Killenaule player gets himself up off the ground and getting a very heavy bandage around his forehead there, and he's going to be able to continue and play on, and the first aid people doing a wonderful job below with him, and it's well, it'll be time for the play to resume, and he makes his way back out again, and he's okay, making his way back into the position. It was the centre half forward looking down. Yes, indeed, it was the number 11 who went down injured there, Michael Farrell, and play is going to resume. The referee has the ball in the hand. He's going to throw it between two players on the 50-yard line, and the ball goes in, pulling as hard, and away come Thurles again, and Tony Root finding out on the far side. He finds Owen Costello. Costello's ball sent high, sent long, sent dropping in. It's inside, a dangerous ball. It's pulled on, a great, wonderful save by the goalkeeper Jerry Kennedy. What a reaction save by Kennedy. Ball is dropping across again. A dangerous ball, could be broken down this time. It'll come inside, flicked away. It's saved again by Kennedy. It goes, well, no indication where the ball has actually gone on that occasion. Referee has blown the whistle for a free out to Killenaule. But what a reaction save from Jerry Kennedy. 14 minutes gone in the second half, and the ball is on its way into the centre of the field. Picked up this time by the midfielder. He's on his way, Tony Doyle. Tony hand passing the ball inside to the man who was injured moments ago. It was Keith Kennedy, and the ball is sent flying to the far side of the field again, and Kennedy has gone to the ground. He's in a state of shock again after receiving the heavy knock already to the head. He was hit hard again. Play resumes. Killenaule attack meanwhile with Joe Caesar outside the 50-yard line. Joe is blocked, and away comes Thurles, and referee blows the whistle again. An awful lot of worry this time about Keith Kennedy, the half-back, who's gone to the ground once more. Kennedy certainly in the wars, and he's okay again from that knock, and well, what a just moments earlier, the ball pulled in again, the referee throwing the ball in again between two players. Killenaule trying to come away with it. Tony Root flicks it on in front of him, tries to go and retrieve it, has the ball. Tony Root turning on the 50-yard line, dropping a dangerous ball across to the centre half forward, Aidan Dundon. Dundon has the ball in the hand, 21 yards out, the shot, and the ball has gone over the bar by Aidan Dundon. And that's Aidan's fourth point in this game in all. 4 points for Owen Costello, 4 for Aidan Dundon, 2 for Tony Root, and 1 for Dave Dwyer. 11 points right now to Thurles Sarsfields, 5 to Killenaule as they attack once more and show their dominance in this minor grade. The ball is picked up again, and the man is put out over the line there. A good shoulder on the half forward, Eamon Toohey, and the clock says 17 minutes of this second half gone. The line ball is going to be taken by Pat Kerwick. Kerwick sending the ball to the John Lillis. John turning, catching, grabbing and sending the ball inside the 50-yard line. Out to meet it is David Dwyer. David has it, comes to the 50-yard line, turns and sees that Aidan Dundon is on the 21-yard line, making his way out. Neat ball to Aidan Dundon. Aidan turns inside the corner back, Michael O'Connor. It's a high ball in, dropping to the edge of the square. Ball is broken down. It's on the ground, not picked up by anyone, and it's gone out for a 70 to Thurles Sarsfields, and taken out over the line back there by the fullback Martin Shelley. So certainly now Thurles Sarsfields are showing their dominance in this minor county hurling final. They're 6 points in front, 11 points to 5, with 18 minutes gone in the second half, and we will have 12 minutes of normal time and whatever injury time, which I'd say we were going to at least have maybe 4 to maybe 4.5 minutes of injury time at the end of this minor game. The 70 is on its way from John Lillis. It's high and it's long, but it's well, it's gone wide by John. Another wide there for Thurles Sarsfields, and the puck out will come this time from Michael O'Connor. Michael getting ready again. Edge of the small square, sending the ball high, sending it long and sending it to the centre of the field. Hands go up, but it's broken down. Killenaule on 3 men there and unable to claim it. Thurles trying to get it up there, and this time is Philip Webster in there battling hard, trying, not doing the simple things right. Neat ball playing forward now as far as John Doyle, or Tony Doyle I should say, and Tony Doyle leaves the ball behind, and that's a bad ball sent in by Killenaule into the full forward line, picked up by the wing back there, and that's Barry Dwyer. Barry coming out with the ball, leaving it behind. There's a chance of a goal for the centre fielder, and that's a goal for Tony Doyle, the man that was moments ago almost in, and that's a good goal. And now there's a little difference in the game, and it's now 1-5 to 11 points, 8 to 11, 3 still between the teams. Ball goes in again. Thurles attacking, they'd like to get a goal too, could get one yet maybe, coming across the goal. Ball is out this time as far as David Dwyer, 21 yards out from the goal, turning and shooting and sending it across the goal and wide again by Thurles Sarsfields. Maybe right now Killenaule could have maybe an upset. Well, Thurles are still ahead by 3, and there's 20 minutes gone in the second half, and the ball is poked out again. Ball is broken down. Thurles attack are getting a little weary right now as far as Aidan Dundon, who's had a wonderful game and hits a wonderful point again, and that's a wonderful score. Well, how wrong I was. I thought it was gone inside the post, but a wonderful shot again by Aidan Dundon, the centre half forward, and that ball did look as if it was going to creep inside the post. It didn't do so on that occasion. Ball is sent flying down the field again. Out comes the captain, Tony Connolly. Connolly comes forward, loses the ball, gets it back, hits the ball only onto a Killenaule player, and that's back as far as Stephen Healy. Healy switches the play, and hurleys go up. Ball is broken down again. Coming onto it now this time is Keith Kennedy. Keith sending it to the Thurles man, and that is Lee Shanahan, and Lee switching the play to the 50-yard line. Well picked up by Tony Root. Tony is away to goal. The speed is on now by Tony. 21 yards out. The hand pass inside to Aidan Dundon. The shot, and the ball has gone over the bar by Aidan Dundon. A wonderful piece of play again, and very good play by the corner forward Tony Root. Not a selfish player, found the loose man Aidan Dundon inside, and that's Aidan Dundon's 5th point of the game in total for Thurles Sarsfields. 12 to 1 goal and 5, 8 points to 12, and 4 between the teams. Killenaule trying to get an attack going again, finding it hard to break this Thurles team down. Well controlled by the captain Tony. Tony Connolly has it. Tony comes forward, gets the clearance in despite 2 tackles from the Killenaule men. Ball is broken down again, and away come Thurles Sarsfields. Tony Root trying to get the ball up. Back there battling. Out comes Aidan Dundon, 70 yards out from the goal, sending the ball towards David Dwyer. That goes in past David Thurles, and Dave goes after it. He's on the 14, he'll turn across, he'll go inside, he dodges inside brilliantly, he'll go across again and trying to take a little bit too much out of it, and there's the consolation, a goal for Thurles Sarsfields, and it was all from the dancing of David Dwyer around the 14-yard line, and a goal scored by the full forward Liam Hickey. So now it reads 1 goal and 12 to 1 goal and 5, 7 points between the teams, and away come Thurles Sarsfields again. Ball is broken down, ball is picked up by the centre half back and captain Joe Caesar. He's played well. Joe finds Tom Callahan, the fullback, 50 from the goal, and Jess is sending the ball to the 50 on the far side. The ball is picked up again, sending the ball further down the field, and out comes the captain again. Is it Tony Connolly? Connolly hits the ball to the 70-yard line, and battling hard there is Eamon Toohey. Eamon can't rise it, he's on the ground, Eamon, and Eamon is on the ground there with Stephen Healy, and the referee says, okay guys, it's not going to work out, and we'll throw the ball between 2 players. 22 minutes and 20 seconds gone in this second half. Ball is already pulled in, ball has gone across again. It's picked up by the centre half back and the Killenaule. Joe Caesar, the captain, gets it out only as far as the midfielder, and that's as far as Peter Graydon trying to get it inside. Picked up by Owen Costello, who's pulled to the ground, says the referee, and it'll be a free, and the free will be to Thurles Sarsfields. And we are just under 40 minutes away from the big game here between Tuamavarna and Thurles Sarsfields in the senior county hurling final, as the Thurles minors look to be coasting to a victory here in this minor A county final. Owen Costello 4 points already, 3 from play, 1 from a free, and another chance between the 50 and the 70-yard line. Rising the ball, sending it high, sending it long, and sending it over the bar. That's a very good point by Owen Costello, and that's his 5th point in all. 3 from play and 2 from frees. 113 to 1 goal and 5. 7 between the teams now. Actually 8 points between the teams, and it's hurled well in again, and the ball has gone inside. The corner back Michael O'Connor trying to go back and get it, rises up the ball. He's back on his own 14-yard line, turning and sending the ball out over the line. And Killenaule, certainly from the very minute the ball was thrown in this game, Thurles Sarsfields looked hungrier. They wanted this game very much, and well, certainly at the moment they're coasting by 1 goal and 13 points to 1 goal and 5, with the watch saying 24 minutes of this second half gone. And this man, the star, I'm sure you'll hear a lot of in future years, Aidan Dundon, breaking the ball down again. The ball is left behind. There's a chance here, and the ball is shot, and the ball is gone over the bar from a deflection off the fullback's hurley to Martin Shelley, and it was a shot in there by the midfielder. Was it number 9? Well, no, well, we'll wait and see who the shot was going in. It looks as if Owen Costello, yes, it was Owen Costello who took the shot, so we'll credit Owen Costello with that point. He's 4 from play and 2 from free, 6 in all. The ball is out there again. Thurles rising it, sending it forward again with John Lillis. John sending the ball to the 50-yard line and inside. Out there coming to meet it now is the corner forward, and that's David Dwyer, and David has overcarried the ball, and it's going to be a free out to Killenaule, I should say. 114 to 1-5, and the free to be taken now on its way. Joe Caesar, the captain, sending the ball long, sending it high, and definitely Killenaule need a goal right now. The ball is broken down again, and away it comes. Back there is trying Owen Costello, battling hard, and look how hard it is for Killenaule to get possession with this strong battling hard. Look at this wonderful battling by Thurles Sarsfields. The ball goes forward again, well pulled on by Eamon Tuohy to Aidan Dundon, 70 from the goal, sending a good ball inside. Deep ball, maybe another goal in him. Tony Root gets it 14 yards out. The shot from Tony Root, dropping it across and hitting the side netting, and a wide again for Thurles Sarsfields. 5 minutes of normal time, and whatever the referee will decide to play, they'll be very happy in Thurles. They'll have the first leg of the double done, and the ball is broken behind. It's picked up by the midfielder John Lillis, sending the ball forward in as far as the corner forward. David Dwyer, David between the 50 and the 21, turning, striking, shooting, and the ball has gone over the bar for David Dwyer's 2nd point of the game. 1 goal and 15 points to 1 goal and 5, 10 between the teams now. The puck out again on its way from Jerry Kennedy. Really one-sided contest right now as Killenaule tried to go forward again. Away they go with the corner forward, Philip Webster, who's met hard, short of the 50-yard line. Philip still getting his ball in, getting it into the full forward line, picked up neatly back there and taken away, and the ball is on its way. A good clearance there by the fullback, and that was by Tom Callahan. Tom sends it outside the 50, ball broken down inside again. The captain will rise it, Connolly, and turning and striking and sending it to the 70. Hands go up and the ball is broken down once more, and in there is Tony Root trying to get it. Tony getting the kick onto it. Aidan Dundon coming onto it. Aidan trying to get the flick away. Aidan Dundon going forward again. Wonderful hurler, Aidan Dundon. Tony Root goes forward. Dundon is on the ground and picked up by the captain, Joe Caesar. And Joe has a wonderful game for Killenaule. Just short, maybe a few players on this Killenaule side to stay with the team of Thurles calibre. They're a wonderful side, and a lot of these players will be heard of in the future. Well, what a clearance there by Sean Dwyer, right across the field and out over the line for a line ball, and want to get on with it quickly, Killenaule, and the line ball is just outside the 50-yard line. The watch says 27 minutes gone. The ball back as far as Michael Farrell. Farrell has it on the 70-yard line, studying himself up, taking the shot, dropping it short of the 14. The ball will break inside, and again Killenaule unable to get possession away from this very talented backs. Ball is pulled across. It'll come to the man who's had a wonderful game and who feels very energetic, running to the 14. The hand pass out as far as Barry Dwyer, and Barry Dwyer sends the ball to Owen Costello, and Costello sends the ball further down to David Dwyer, and David is beaten this time on the 50-yard line. Ball comes out, picked up by David Dwyer, and David sending it across to Tony Root. Tony leaves the ball behind. Tony rises it now. He's on his bike to the 14, and the shot from Tony hits fresh air and hits the ground himself, and the ball comes out with Killenaule. The ball is flicked across again. Killenaule have it in control, well pulled on the ground first time, sending the ball to the middle of the field. Out coming now to meet it is the full forward, and that's Pat Kerwick. Pat has it. He's moving forward. He's hit hard. Well, the linesman is going in, and he's going to have a word with the referee, and he's going to say something to the referee, and maybe it was just a word of advice for the referee. Well, it's going to be a free, and the free is to be for the Killenaule full forward Pat Kerwick. Outside the Thurles 70-yard line, getting ready now to step up and take this free. And the referee is just waiting a substitute coming on the Killenaule team. And coming off the Killenaule team, getting a cheer from the crowd here. And of course it's the half forward, it's Martin Hayes who's gone off the team. And the full forward takes the free, hitting it well, hitting it high, hitting it, dropping it in, broken down, picked up inside by Lee Shanahan. Lee has it, turning across the goal, sending it out further to the 50-yard line, and coming trying to meet it is the corner back. Sean Dwyer looked at it in the air, comes and gets it, meets it on the ground, sends it toward Aidan Dundon. Dundon trying to do a nice flick inside to Eamon Toohey, didn't work out. Picked up back there, wonderful play again by Eamon Dundon, goes on further, wins the ball, has it, runs into the captain Joe Caesar, and hits a very good ball in, a dangerous ball in to the hands of the goalkeeper Jerry Kennedy, who's fouled by the on-running Tony Root in on the goal. It's going to be a free out, and little Jerry Kennedy in the goal having a little confrontation as he passes out Tony Root. It's a free to Killenaule right now. Ball, referee says, blows the whistle, unhappy from where the free was going to be taken. Having words with Tony Root inside there right now, and the notebook is out, and I'm sure that Tony's name will be a little tick put beside it. Well, Tony could maybe make an appearance maybe in the senior game, who knows what they could do. Tony is a wonderful young hurler. The ball is sent again, the free is taken, dropping inside the 70-yard line on the far side of the field. Out comes the half forward trying to claim it, Owen Costello going forward towards Aidan Dundon, beaten this time by the captain Joe sending it forwards to the midfielder John Lillis, and John Lillis dropping the ball in again over the 50-yard line, breaking it down, going back to Michael O'Connor inside the 14, sending it across, picked up this time by the corner forward. This is a good run again by David Dwyer. The shot is low, the shot is hard. Oh, it nearly went in. It's gone into the back of the net. Oh, so unlucky on the Jerry Kennedy, the goalkeeper, because he looked as if he had it under control. But another goal for Thurles Sarsfields. It now reads 2-15 to 1 goal and 5 points. And again, the goal scorer, the half forward, number 12, Eamon Toohey, getting a goal. And it's really a one-sided contest now as Toohey rises it again, 14 yards out. The shot this time is wide. The clock watch says 31 minutes. The watch says 31 minutes of the second half gone. I would say maybe 2 more minutes. Well, with the way in which the scoreboard says, maybe the referee might be better to blow it up. Having a look at the watch, the ball is broken out. It's over as a contest. And there's the substitute who came on the Killenaule team. It's Johnny Grace sending the ball out over the line for a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields. Over there now on the far side, Barry Dwyer getting ready to take it. Are we about to see rain here in Semple Stadium? Certainly looks as if could be drops falling, and well, the crowd very cosy over there in the new stand, really relaxed, watching this wonderful game of hurling between Killenaule and Thurles Sarsfields. And the sub running on the Killenaule team, and Niall Beery is coming on. And looks as if it's the corner forward coming off the Killenaule team, 2-15 to 1-5. Well, a very, very one-sided affair, but it just shows the dominance in which this Thurles Sarsfields team have. Ball is broken down again. They're attacking with the man Joe Caesar, who's hurled, as I said, well. The ball is dropping to, well, the man who's hurled extremely well. No, the captain of the team trying to find the midfielder, John Lillis. Goes inside. Tony Root comes out, battles hard, gets the ball again. 21 yards out. His puck is blocked, and it goes out over the line. And it's a line ball to Thurles Sarsfields between the 14 and the 21-yard line. And it's going to be taken by John Lillis, the captain of the team, and James O'Riordan. Looking down there, is it? No, it's Connor Lyons is getting ready. Connor has the piece of paper now, has been written out for Connor Lyons, and the referee looking in. Connor is getting his chance to go on for Thurles Sarsfields, and gets a great round of applause from the crowd here from Thurles Sarsfields, and making his way down along the line to the referee with the piece of paper. The watch says 32.5 minutes gone. The full forward, Liam Hickey, off the Thurles Sarsfields side, and Connor Lyons in on his place. Line ball now to John Lillis between the 14 and the 21. Cut dangerously across and cut brilliantly over the bar by John Lillis. Wonderful score again by the midfielder, and also running on the field is Eamon Gleeson, two late substitutes, 17 and 18. Connor Lyons is on, Eamon Gleeson is now on, and Well, we haven't seen who's making their way off the Thurles team as yet, and looks maybe as if maybe Tony Root is coming off the team, maybe Tony going in to go and back in with the senior panel, and the referee blows the whistle. 33 minutes and 9 seconds gone, and it's all over. That's the end of it. It's ended on a scoreline 2-16 to 1 goal and 5 to Thurles Sarsfields. And here that cheer that they have received here, the Thurles Sarsfields side, who are playing a course in the senior final against Tumavara. Killenaule disappointed. Thurles Sarsfields have the first leg of the double done. Can they make it 2 out of 2? Well, we'll see in around 35 minutes.